Welcome to this morning's yoga practice. Today we figured we'd be outside. It's a nice day. It's a little brisk, but it feels good to be out here.
Good morning.
We'll be joining us with
Watch out, Bobo.
our son, Bobo.
Come on.
Okay, so let's get ready to start. Come into a seated position, maybe opening up the knees off to the side, bring the heels together. And place your hands somewhere comfortable, somewhere soft. You can just place them and forget about them for a couple of minutes. Take a deep breath through the nose. Open up the mouth and sigh it out. One more time, deep breath in. Open up the mouth and sigh it out. And if you haven't done so yet, maybe soften the eyes, let the eyelids close. And then pause here for a second. Take a couple of seconds to check back in with yourself. Notice how you feel this morning. And just be aware of yourself at this present time. And begin to breathe here. Begin with the inhale and the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Keep that momentum. Keep that rhythm of air in and out. Draw as much air as you can on the inhale. And take as much air as you can in the exhale. Deep breath in and deep breath out. While you're breathing, begin to soften parts of your body. Feel for any tense spots, any rigid, anything holding on to it. Let it go. Soften. After every exhale, find some more softness. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Now draw your attention inwards towards your heart, towards your inner space, towards your breath. Bring the focus in towards you. And then gently place the palms together close to the heart, thumbs close to the chest, tucking the chin slightly in, a slight bow in the head. Take a deep breath through the nose. Open up the mouth and sigh it out. One more breath. And release the hands off to the side. Place the hands behind your back. If you have something underneath your tush, now's the time to move it around and remove it out of your way. Bend the elbows, lean the torso back a little bit, and take your feet out, extend them to the air, levitate the feet off the ground. You can have a bend in the knees at first, or if you choose to keep the knees straight, go ahead. Flex the toes, flex the ankles. Lean back just a little bit more. Bring the heels together, toes together, and lift up the feet as you elongate the legs. Your knees can be bent. If you can place your hands underneath your knees to support your legs up. Draw the core inside the body. Lengthen from the crown. Lift high. Try to get a flat back. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring the feet down to the mat. Cross your knees again and bring the knees back down to the mat. Inhale, take the hands above the head, reach up and high. On the exhale, right hand comes to the mat, left hand goes over the head, and the body leans over towards the right side. Reach up and to the right side with the hand. Try to find elongation on the left side of the body. Use that hand on the mat to torque your body away from your hand. Keep the hips grounded in. Rotate the elbow out just a little bit. Open up the gaze. One more breath. On the exhale, both hands come up to the air. Shift around. Find some looseness in the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up to the other side. Left hand on the mat. Right hand goes over the head. It's okay, or you can sit anywhere else. Keep the hips grounded. Keep the shoulder in line with the hip. Find elongation on the right side. Lengthen up from the head. Turn the elbow out. One more breath here. Exhale, both hands come back up. Keep the hands together up towards the sky. Bring your palms together if you can, if it's available to you. Reach up and high. Reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the body, soften the hands. It's okay, it's fine. Beautiful. Find the soft forward fold here. Try to settle into this fold. On the next inhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Lift up. Come onto your fingertips as you lengthen the spine. Lift the crown up. Try to find flatness in the back with the neck and the crown. Try to have the core engaged at the same time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath here. Then come back to your hands and knees. Take the hips back, take the knees underneath the hips, and come into your tabletop position, facing either way. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your waist. Let's go through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, arch the back, drop the belly, set the gaze forward. Press down into the mat, take the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath here. On the exhale, tuck the chin in, lift up, bring the pelvis in, heart comes all the way up, shoulders rise up, pelvis in. Inhale, look forward, and keep going back and forth with your cat-cow. Use your own breathing here, use your pace to go back forward, use your breath to fill in your lungs, to exhale out. This movement is unique for you. Your breath is different than everybody else, so find your movement, find your length, and go with that. Now let's add some movements in here. Bear pose, shift, twist, bend, and roll. Find any kind of direction you need to go, any kind of speed, any orientation. Nothing specific, nothing rhythmic, just go with it. And keep the breath flowing. Keep the air in and out. Keep the breathing. Keep that constant supply of oxygen to your body. And then make your way back towards your tabletop position. Restack your joints if you move around a little bit. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the waist. On the inhale, reach it forward with the hand. Right hand comes all the way forward, as if you're reaching to find something that you can't quite reach. Draw the core inside the body. Neutralize the neck, which means set the gaze down towards your thumb. Bring the neck in line with the spine and head. Draw the core in. At the same time, kick out with the left leg all the way out. Try to find length in the left side of the body. Lower the left hip to be in line with the right. Keep the heel pointing out, keep the left toes pointing down. Engage leg. Bend the left knee, take the heel to the sky, reach up and high with the left heel, keep the breath. Lower the right hand, keeping the left foot all the way up. Keep the breathing. Now, stack the hips as you slowly find support on the right side. Take the left hand and take it up to the sky. You can choose to keep the left knee bent or extend the left leg all the way out. Keep the breathing, keep that core active. On the next exhale, lower everything down to the mat. Left hand to the mat, left knee to the mat. Readjust your posture. On the next inhale, take the left hand forward, reach forward with the left hand. Find that elongation, find that stretch that you're reaching to find something. Keep the gaze downward, neck in line with the spine. Keep the hips in line. Draw the core inside the body. On the next breath, kick out with the right leg. Right leg goes all the way out. Right heel out, right toes pointing forward, pointing down to the ground. Lower the heel down just a little bit to be in line with the hip. Lower the right hip just to be in line with the left hip. One straight line, draw the core inside the body. As you bend the right knee, take the right heel all the way up to the sky. Lift up as high as you can on the knee. At the same time, keeping the hips in line. One more breath here. Exhale, lower the left hand to the mat. Keep the kick up. Keep the right knee kicking up. As you stack the hips, take the right hand to the sky. Maybe open up the right foot all the way out to the back of the mat. Hips are in line. Try to get a straight line with the right heel in the hips. One more breath here. Exhale, lower down to the mat, hands and knees. Readjust your joints underneath your body, knees under the hips, shoulders underneath above your hands. Tuck the feet in and lift up the knees all the way up, coming to our first down dog. Walk it out. Right heel up, left heel up. Find some movement, some fluidity. Our first time upside down posture, our first time supporting our upper body on our shoulders. Then open up the feet, open up the hands, try to find stillness in this posture. Open up the fingers as much as you can on the mat. Open up the feet hip width apart. Press the mat down and away from you. This gives you that length in the spine, that elongation. Let go of the head, let go of the neck muscles. Draw the core inside the body, lift up the hips, and then soften the knees, walk to the front to a forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust the spine, flat back, gaze down, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the breath, release the movements. Place your hands off to the side. On the next inhale, take the hands up, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthen, adjust. On the exhale, fold. Place the hands on the mat, take your feet back towards your plank position. Pause and plank. It's okay, big boy, sit somewhere else. Draw the core inside the body. Prepare to roll over to the left side. Right hand goes up, right leg over or beside the left leg. Try to keep a straight line, hands to hands. One more breath. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Reset. Roll over to the left side of the body. Left hand goes up. Draw the core inside. One more breath here. And then place the hand back down on the mat, find your plank. Lean forward, bend the elbows, keep them tucked in. Chaturanga Dandasana, come down all the way to the mat. Keep the hands underneath the shoulders, feet together. Set the gaze forward. Inhale, lift up cobra. Lift the torso, lift the gaze. And then come down. Tuck the feet underneath you. Come onto your knees first. From your knees, rise into your down dog. Walk it out if you need to. And let's find stillness in 3 breaths. Open up the feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Draw the core in. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. One more breath here. Soften the knees, come to the front, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. This time grab the elbows, shift side to side, loosen up a little bit, maybe bend the knees, walk the hips, walk the heels. Try to find some softness here in this posture. Release the hands off to the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. On the inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. Release the hands off to the side. Inhale, take the hands above the head. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips down, Utkatasana, chair. Pause, fire-generating pose, creating heat in the body. Try to find length in the spine. Try to keep the gaze forward. Open up the hands, shoulder width apart, even wider. One more breath here. Exhale, bring the palms together close to the heart. Sink down. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Find that connection and then twist from the connection. Try to keep elongation from the crown. Try to bring the shoulders, the elbows in line. At the same time, sink down a little bit deeper. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Walk your heels in place, walk your hips in place. On the inhale, rise all the way up, reach up and high. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair. Draw the core in, open up the shoulder hip width apart. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Bring the palms together close to the heart, sink down, left elbow outside of the right knee. Find that connection. From the connection, twist. Try to keep your elbows lined up. Find length in the spine, length in the crown. Sink the hips a little bit lower, one more breath. On the exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Walk your hips in line, in place. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, take the hands to the mat. Take your feet back towards your plank position. Lean forward from plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your elbows tucked in towards the body. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, roll over the feet, take the hips all the way up. One breath in down dog. On the inhale, right leg goes all the way up. Swing it underneath you, place the hand in between the body. Keep the back heel up. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Front knee above the ankle, back heel up, back leg is elongated. Strong back leg. Draw the core inside the body. Left hip a little bit forward, right hip a little bit back. Reach up and high with the hands. One more breath here. Exhale, palms together. Lean forward. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Find that twist. One more breath here. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Take the front foot to the back. Find your plank. Lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come down. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Tuck the feet. Lift the hips all the way up. Find your down dog. One more breath here. Inhale, left leg goes up. Keep that momentum. Swing the leg underneath you. Place the left foot in between the hands. Set yourself up here. On the next breath, when you feel balanced, inhale, rise. Lift up. Take the hands up to the sky. Make some adjustments if you need to. Take the foot out. Bring the foot in. Front knee above the ankle. Front toes pointing forward. Back heel all the way up. Back leg is fully elongated. Left hip back. Right hip forward. Hips are in line. Draw the core in. Reach up and high. Exhale. Hands together. Lean forward. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Find that connection and twist from the connection. Keep that length, that elongation from the crown. One more breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Take the front foot to the back. Drop your knees and take a child's pose here. Take a second, pause. Regain your breath. Check back in with yourself. Notice how you feel and notice how your body feels. On the next breath, come up to your hands and knees. Tuck the feet, and then lift up into your down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. One more breath here. Soften the knees, walk to the front, come into your forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause, notice, and feel. And release the hands off to the side. On the next breath, inhale, reach up and high. Bring the palms together. Bend the knees, find a forward fold. Take the right foot back, 45 degrees. Keep that front knee above the ankle. Set yourself up. Inhale, rise. Warrior 1. Once you get into this posture, now you can make some adjustments. Open up the back foot a little bit. Keep the toes pointing forward. Try to get your hips in line. If the right hip needs to be moved up a little bit, go ahead, move your right hip up. Take the foot out. Draw the core inside the body. Front thigh is active. Reach up and high with the hands. Keep that length in the hands. Reach up and high. One more breath here. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, find the fingers together, press the knuckles down into the mat, take the shoulders away from the ears, lift up from the crown, maybe gaze up. Try to find a small back bend here in your posture. Keeping that connection with the ground, one more breath here. On the exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Avoid that front thigh. Try not to lean on the front thigh. Open up off to the right side of the body. Options of keep the hands behind the back or lift them up where Lindsey has them right above her shoulders. Keep the breathing. One more breath here. Release the hands to the mat. Frame that front foot. Find connection on the front leg. We're going to lift up the back foot. As you lean forward, back foot lifts up. Try to find your warrior three. Hips are in line. Back heel all the way out. Back toes pointing down to the ground. Keep your hips stacked. Stay in your hands at first. If you have the balance, maybe take the left hand back towards your hips. Maybe take the right hand back, reaching backwards. And when you're done, release the hands to the mat, bring the right foot back down to the mat, forward fold. Walk your hips in place. Reach with the left foot back, 45 degrees. Set yourself up, front knee above the ankle, back leg is fully elongated, back foot open up. On the next inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana 1. As you come up, you can make some adjustments here. Make sure your hips are in line, which means left hip comes up a little bit, right hip goes back. If that doesn't happen, open up the back foot off to the side a little bit. Allow your hips to open. You have tight hips. Front knee above the ankle, front toes pointing forward. Front thigh is engaged. Core is active. Reach up and high with the hands. One more breath here. On the exhale, hands behind the back, clasp the fingers together. Press down with the knuckles, shoulders away from the ears, length from the crown, elongation, maybe a small back bend. One more breath here. On the exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Avoid your front thigh. Come off to the left side a little bit. Maybe keep the hands behind the back. Maybe lift up the hands above the head. Keep the back heel pressing into the mat. Keep the front toe pressing into the mat. One more breath here. On the exhale, release the hands to the mat. Frame that front foot. Find your balance. Adjust yourself. You know what's coming. Lean forward. Get some weight on the front foot as the back foot lifts up. Keep that heel pointing out. Keep the toes pointing down. Length in the back leg. Lower the left hip to be in line with the right. You're sinking into your right leg. If you have your balance, this feels good. Maybe take the right hand all the way to the back, pointing towards the back to the hips. Maybe the left hand reaches back as well. Keep that core engaged. Keep the gaze down to the mat. One more breath here. Exhale, come down, everything come down. Foot comes down, hand comes down. Find your forward fold. Inhale halfway, lengthening the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Samastiti, pause, notice, and feel. One more breath here. And release the hands off to the side. On the next inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, take the right foot back, right foot parallel to the mat, warrior two. On the next inhale, rise. Left hand forward, right hand back. Reach forward with the left hand, reach back with the right hand. Adjust yourself here as you get into this posture. Make some adjustments, micro adjustments. Front knee above the ankle, toes pointing forward. Back foot is parallel, toes pointing away from your body. Back leg is fully elongated, core is engaged, shoulders are soft. Set the gaze forward, one more breath here. On the exhale, windmill down, frame the front foot. Take the back foot to the front. Take the left foot back, warrior two. Left foot parallel to the mat. On the next inhale, windmill up. Left hand back, right hand forward. Make some adjustments. Front knee above the ankle, front toes pointing forward. Back foot parallel, back toes pointing away from your body. Core is active and engaged. Your back leg is fully elongated and strong. Shoulders are soft. Left hand reaching back, right hand reaching forward. Lengthening. Set the gaze towards the front hand. One more breath here. On the exhale, windmill down, frame the front foot. Back foot comes to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the breath, release the movement. And then place your hands off to the side. Lindsey, if you could turn towards the camera, please. Thank you. Bring your feet together, hips together, toes together, everything in line. Bend the knees, sink your hips down. Get the right knee over the left knee. Try to find a point of balance. Maybe place your right toes on the mat first. Try to find balance here. So pause here for a second, make sure you're connected, make sure you're balanced. If you can, wrap the right foot behind the left calf, go for it. Take your hands off to the side. As you swing your right elbow underneath your left elbow, bind your hands together. See if you can find your palms on the opposite side. Sink the hips a little bit lower. At the same time, lift up the elbows a little bit higher. Set your gaze by your palms. One more breath. Draw the core inside the body. Eagle pose. And then release. Rise up. Shake it up. Then bring the heels together, toes together, knees together. Bend the knees, sink the hips down. Left knee over the right knee. Place the toes on the mat. Find your balance first. Or connect the toes behind the calf. Take your hands off to the side. On the next exhale, left elbow underneath the right elbow. Thank you. Try to bind your palms together. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Draw the core inside the body. Same time. Lift the elbows a little bit higher. Set the gaze through the palm or through the forehand. One more breath here. Garudasana, eagle pose. And release. Rise. Let it go. Shake it off. Open up your feet hip width apart. Soften the knees just a little bit. Micro bend. Engage the thighs. Keep the hips in line. Draw the core inside the body. Roll your shoulders forward and to the back. Turn the palms facing forward. Set the gaze neutral. Tadasana. Mountain pose. And release the hands off to the side. Bring your feet together. I like to start balancing postures with feet together. Even I don't have to necessarily start, but it's nice to have them close together. Bend the right knee and lift up the knee to the sky. Bring your thigh parallel to the mat. And pause here for a second. Release the foot. Try to get the foot in line with the knee. Try to get you a balance point here. Nothing to do here. We're just balancing on the left leg. See if you can reach down with the right hand and grab your right toe. Use the left hand as a counterbalance. Move it out or move it around to find balance in this posture. Now, see if you can kick the right foot out, elongating the leg. Your left knee can be bent a little bit for that control. Maybe open up the right foot off to the side. When you're done, release. Be done. Either come out the same way you came in, or release the hand and bring the foot back down to the mat. And shake it off. Let's do the other side. Sink into the right side as you take the left knee up. Left thigh parallel to the mat, left foot fully flopping, released down. Try to find your balance here. Use your hands to counterbalance your weight. Pause for a second, establish that connection. Maybe reach with the left hand and see if you can grab your left toes. Again, reset here, pause, make some adjustments, try to find your balance. Now, see if you can kick the left foot out. Keep that crown lengthened, keep the spine lengthened to find your balance here. Maybe take the left foot off to the left side, right hand off to the right side. When you're done, be done. Release and come down. Bring your feet together. Let's start over from the grounding position. Bend the knee, the right knee, and take your right toes to the mat, right heel to the left ankle. Point your right knee out. Try to get your hips stacked in line. Find your balance here before we shift any further, before we slide our feet up towards our left leg. If you have the balance, go ahead. Slide the right foot up either to the calf or all the way up to the thigh. Avoid the knee. Try not to press into your knee. Find your balance here. Make sure this works for you. Maybe the palms come together close to the heart. Tree pose. Maybe you open up, reach up and high to the sky, and open up your hands shoulder width or a little bit wider than that. When you're done, be done. Release the hands, release the foot, and come back down. And let's do the other side. Sink into the right side of the body, the right leg. As you bend the left knee, take the left toes to the right heel. Pause here, get your balance, find where you need to be in this posture. Keep the left knee pointing out, keep the hips in line. And then from a point of balance, start sliding the left foot all the way up. Avoid the knee, either calf or thigh. And then bring the palms together close to the heart. Maybe reach up and high with the hands. And open up, shoulder width apart or even wider. When you're done, be done. Release the hands off to the side, release the foot. Lindsey, you can face forward. Tuck the chin to the chest and slowly make your way down to the mat. Take your time, go slowly here. Place the hands on the mat, place your tush spot on the mat. And then take your feet out, extend your legs, adjust yourself, make yourself comfortable on the mat. Bring the heels together, toes together. Inhale, reach the hands up and high. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Soften the body, soften everything. Round the back, let it go. Try not to pull or push yourself down here. Just release everything and come down. The head and the upper body are plenty enough to give you that stretch or that push down. Couple more breaths here. On the next inhale, go ahead and come up, torso. Bend the right knee, take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Lower the knee down to the mat. Open up your left leg off to the left side. Turn around, frame your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, come down on the left side. Much better. And then inhale, come all the way up. Now, bend the front foot, the left foot. Take your knee up a little bit higher. Reach with the right hand and see if you can grab the outside of the foot with that right hand. Try to get your chest to connect your thigh at first. And then take the left hand off to the side. Try to find support with that left side. And then slowly extend the foot out, leaning down and coming into a fold towards the left side of the body. If you can have your chest connected to your thighs, go for it. If not, keep that knee bent and keep the knee high so you can keep that chest close to your thigh. One more breath here. On the inhale, release the hands and come back up. Take the right knee up to the sky, keep the right foot on the mat. Hug your right side with the left elbow. So take the left elbow, hug the right knee, place the right hand along the mat beside of you, and then twist over towards the right side. Use that press down on the mat to give you that extension in the spine. Use the left hand that's hugging the knee to bring the knee closer to the chest. Keep your chest elongated and keep length in the spine. Lift up the crown, keep the toes pointing up, Keep the heel kicking out on the left side, on the left foot. One more breath here. Release the twist and face forward. Take the right foot off to the mat and shake it off. Bring the left foot in towards your right thigh. Keep the right side elongated, right toes pointing out, right heel kicking out. Inhale, lengthen, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, fold forward to the right side, Janu Shirshasana. Release, soften the body, soften the neck, soften the shoulders, and then come down passively on your right side. Try not to pull or push yourself down. This is just a rounding in the back and softening in the body. One more breath here. On the inhale, walk the hands towards your body and lift up your torso. Take your left hand and see if you can grab the outside of your right foot. Bend the right knee and lift it up a little bit. Try to get your chest to connect to your thighs. Once you have this, you feel strong and connected. And now try lengthening the right knee out, keeping that grasp on the hand, keeping that chest on the thigh if it's available. If not, keep that right knee bent. Take the right hand off to the right side. Use that to support yourself on the right side. And then fold on the right side of the body. And then release. On the next inhale, come up. Bring the left knee up with you. Hug your left knee with the right elbow. Bring that knee close to the chest as much as you can. Use the left hand on the mat to press down. Elongate the spine, lengthening from the crown. Before we twist, we want that extension in the spine, and then we twist from that extension. Use the left hand to give you that extension, and then use the right elbow to give you that twist. Keep the right toes pointing out, keep the right heel kicking out, right leg is engaged. And then release the twist and face forward. Bring the left foot in, right foot in, the soles of the feet together. Flop your knees off to the side. Pada Konasana, butterfly. Distance from your heels to your groin can vary based on how you feel and based on where you want to be today. And then on the next exhale, soften the body and come down. Place the elbows on the mat. Try to round your back. Try not to pull or push yourself down. This is the softness in the body. The knees are soft, hips are soft, upper body soft, shoulders. Everything is soft and rounded. In a yin state. Take a couple of breaths here and just check back in with yourself, see how you feel. One more breath here. On the next inhale, come up, walk your hands towards your body. Bring your hands behind you and start making your way back down on the mat towards your back. Keep the knees up at first, keep the feet flat on the mat. Place the hands off to the side. Nothing to do here, just reset in the spine, softness in the body. Open up the feet about mat width apart, and let's windshield wiper the knees left and right. Take your knees all the way to the left side and take your knees all the way to the right side. Bring your knees in for a hug. Wrap your hands around your thigh, your shin, your knee, wherever you can, and squeeze really tight. Maybe lift up the nose or the forehead to meet the knees. And then release the feet back down to the mat. Bring the heels a little bit closer to your body. Reach back with your hands. See if you can maybe touch your heels or find a location where it feels really good for you here. Keep the knees about hip width apart. We're going to come into our bridge pose. Now, first peel the pelvis off the mat. Pelvis comes up at the same time, pressing the hands into the mat. Middle body, lower back, upper back, all the way up. Maybe clasp the hands underneath your body. Press the knuckles away from you towards your feet. Bring the shoulder blades together underneath your chest. Keep the gaze forward. Keep some gap, some room between the chin and the chest. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. One more breath here. And then come down. Release the hands. Come back down to the mat. We'll do this one more time. Get ready. Inhale, lift up the pelvis. Peel the pelvis off. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Clasp the hands together underneath. Press the knuckles away from your shoulders. Shoulder blades together. Neck in line with the spine. Gaze forward. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. One more breath here, and then come back down. Release the hands, come down to the mat. Bend the right knee, take the right knee over the left knee, stack your knees on top of each other. Shift the hips slightly to the right as you lower the knees down to the left side of the body. Try to keep your shoulders connected to the mat. Try to keep your upper body grounded. Open up the right hand off to the right side. At the same time, open up the left hand off to the left side. Set the gaze over the right side of the body. A reclined Supta spinal twist. And then soften the body in this posture. Release any tension, any grip you have. Let everything flow naturally. Let the breath flow naturally, let the muscles, let everything soften. At the same time, soften your mind and check back in with yourself and notice how you feel. Notice where you are. And then bring the knees back up. Release the knees. Right knee over, take it off. And then take the left knee over the right knee. Stack your knees on top of each other. Hips shift slightly to the left as the knees drop down to the right side of the body. Open up your hand, right side. Open up the left hand, left side. Try to keep your shoulders grounded. Try to keep your back of your head connected to the mat. And set the gaze softly over to the left side of the body. And begin to soften the body here. Begin to soften your hips and your thighs, your shoulders, even your palms and your fingers. Everything is soft, everything is loose, everything is in its natural state. What's up, handsome? And bring the knees back up. Open up the feet hip width apart. Let's windshield rifle the knees left and right one more time. And then take the feet off to the mat. Open up your toes off to the side. Let the hands flop up. Let the palms face up. Our final posture, Shavasana. And begin to soften the body here. Soften the forehead, the jaw, the shoulders and the hips, the knees and the toes. Soften the breath. Soften the mind. And allow yourself to experience this moment, this place you call here and now.
out here.
It's fucking cold. I was fucking shaking. It's concentrating on that.
Well, I loved it. I thought it was a really good class, and
Thanks, Vic.
I felt like I was breathing some really nice, fresh, crisp air, and I was enough movement for me to be warm.